Is buying land a lot more complicated than buying an apartment?
Bricks were made here. So we made about 14,000 bricks. Wood was sourced in Pune and Konkan, where they bring down all these old varas. There are no pillars, there's no concrete altogether.
How much have you spent on this entire thing, right from the...
With land, house, road, electricity, water, could be around. I don't need to travel much now to take a break. I take one every morning.
Hey guys, in today's episode of The Habitat, powered by 99 Acres, we are going to leave the bustling city life of Mumbai, Bangalore and Gurgaon, and we are going to go to a village called Vele in the outskirts of Pune. Now you may ask that why are we leaving the cities to go to a village? That's because we have a very unusual guest today on the show. A former journalist who left the vibrant city life of Mumbai and Pune to come and settle down over here. Before we start, since many people don't know Vele, let me give you a brief overview of the location. For that, I'll open up the 99 Acres app on it to give you an overview on the location. So the thing about this app is that you can check out the price trends, your budget. But for me, let me first check the key things about this location. That is what can really impact the property costs of Vele. Vele is a popular tourist cum residential area in Pune South. It's known for its scenic beauty, forts and trekking. It's a popular weekend getaway for tourists, and one big historical attraction is the Rajgarh Fort. It does have some weaknesses, and we'll probably verify one of that on the way to the location. That is about the road. The road linking Vele to Nasrapur is marred by several potholes, as well as the fact that the location lacks access to good hospitals and schools. If we've started the ride, let's see how quickly and how comfortably we can reach Vele. Hi Yogesh.
Hey Vishal.
So okay, we are in this farm of yours. The obvious question to ask, why did you first leave Mumbai and Pune to come over here?
I think it's beautiful. As you can see, it's the weather is amazing, the place is amazing. I'm surrounded by trees and my companions. I couldn't have asked for more.
But then what, Pune, Mumbai got too noisy, chaotic,
Yes.
what's the thing?
Yes. I think everything, the pace of life, work, you don't have any me time altogether. You're constantly just working, travel, plus AQI. It's just chaotic. So then I moved to the farm. And this is home now.
Any particular reason why you chose this place? And was there like a particular filter that you wanted in a...
So of course, I wanted an entire hill to myself. I wanted a lot of greenery. And I wanted to work with the topography the way it is. So it was love at first sight when I came to this place. I of course did go around a lot of areas, but then chose this because of the topography. And then when you're in the middle of Western Ghats, the weather anyways is beautiful.
And this land, when did you purchase it?
2015, 16 I think.
How long did the entire search take to find this
I
piece
think it
of
took
land?
me about a year. I started looking for it in 2015, traveled everywhere around Pune. Closer to Mumbai was very expensive, couldn't afford. Alibag, beyond my pay grade. And then Kamshet and other places, Mulshi, were nice, but very expensive. And this area in that sense, 10 years ago, was very pristine.
Is buying land a lot more complicated than buying an apartment?
It depends. I think it's the same amount of research that you would have to do while buying an apartment. Whether you were, in Mumbai, whether you're buying an apartment, I'm sure the rate at which things are crumbling, you would have to worry about which is a safe bet, which area is better. It's not just the developer, it's also the area, right?
Firstly, how big is this place?
This is about 6.5 acres. Initially, I only had about an acre with 5 other friends. So we had 5 acres between 5 of us. But I think the other 4 quit because they couldn't imagine the hard work it took to build this place and develop this place.
So 6.5 acres right now for you. How big is this house of yours?
1,800 square feet.
Can we check it out?
Please. Basically, this veranda is my living space. We spend most of our time. There are 2 bedrooms, a kitchen and a dining area, and a small attic on top.
How easy is it to construct here?
So there's a lot of homework that goes into it. I was lucky. I basically roped in Thruang and Priyanka, 2 architects. They are amazing in terms of natural buildings. I was very clear that I don't want to do a brick and mortar regular structure.
So Yogesh, how much does it cost to build this? How long did it take to build this
So
entire place?
it took us about a year. 4 months, of course, because of monsoons, we can't do much work here. Bricks were made here. So we made about 14,000 bricks for this house and different designs of bricks for different areas altogether. Wood was sourced in Pune and Konkan, where they bring down all these old varas. There are no fillers, there's no concrete altogether.
And cost-wise?
About 65 lakhs. For this compound, which is about 8,000 square feet, which has a house of 1,800 square feet, and then everything, walkways, small gazebos, stuff like that, close to 65 lakhs.
How involved was your wife in the entire process?
So very involved, in the sense at design stage, she's the boss. She took all the decisions. I basically just said yes. And execution part, she would come and obviously supervise, but she was here quite often just to see if the work was going on in the right stage. Also in choice of materials, she played a major role.
So right now you stay full-time over here?
Yes.
She's not here full-time?
Yeah, she gets a free resort. So she comes here on weekends and a private villa or a private resort. So she's here on weekends.
Okay, so this is your veranda area?
Yeah.
Inside will be what all?
Yes. The architects actually paid a lot of attention to the design of the house. Okay. From ventilation, windows here, there's ventilation on top. The kitchen and the dining also has these arches. So the house is built in such a way that at any given point of time, temperature ranges between 23 and 26 degrees. Come winter, come summer, come monsoon, it's just a pleasant house.
So even at the peak heat, it doesn't go beyond 26 degrees?
No. So turning on the fan in peak summer is when you know that summer's arrived.
You said you bought this land in 2015, 2016,
16,
right?
yes.
But you moved in this place how long back?
22, 23, I don't remember, but 22 or 23. When we acquired the land 10 years ago, we didn't really rush into building a home. First, we wanted to understand what are the challenges of this area. So from network, connectivity, electricity, water, your own approach road. So once I had everything in place, then we thought we'll build this house.
Between 2016 to 2022 was a learning period about this village.
Yes. Because when you move to the village, you also need to alter your lifestyle. It's not as simple as, oh, it's great, it's green, the weather is amazing. There are a lot of things that you must keep in mind. Let's say for groceries, for example. In the city, you guys have Blinkit and Zepto, right? For me, it's all about telling Thai, stuff doesn't arrive on its own. You have to work towards it. Plus, let's say in summer, your water levels go down. So can you then live with using minimal water?
Are the quality of vegetables here a lot superior to what you have in city?
So we grow our own. So now because of monsoons, we've sort of 4 months, we'll have to stop growing vegetables. Now we focus on rice, bajri, nachni, millets basically, and haldi and adrak. But 8 months a year, we grow our own vegetables. So 27 varieties of vegetables we grow here.
How different is the taste between the organic food versus the plain vanilla food that we get in the city?
So actually, I really can't tell because I've been here for 4 years. But I can tell you that the food is, it's absolutely fresh. In fact, my family was here. My parents were here. Aditi keeps coming here. In fact, she takes her vegetables from here. I don't allow any kind of chemical fertilizer or pesticide into Bagicha altogether. We've got a huge place where we make our own compost. And if we have to buy, then we also buy natural compost. We're not using fertilizers at all for all my produce. Can I show you my rooms?
Do you get better sleep in the village or in a city?
Of course, the village. It's extremely peaceful here. The only other sound that you hear is the rain or the birds. And 7 hours of sleep is more than enough. Whereas in Mumbai, even if I crash for 8 or 9 hours, it seems like a disturbed sleep.
What does it feel waking up to birds, greenery and peace?
It's actually very beautiful because you get woken up by dogs. I mean, I'm a dog lover. So first thing in the morning, you have your pets sitting on your chest and trying to wake you up. Not successful. There is greenery from every window. Whichever window you look out of, it's green and not somebody else's apartment or somebody staring at you from their window like you would in Mumbai, right? I don't need to travel much now to take a break. I take one every morning.
Well put. In terms of guests, I saw the room over
yes,
here. Do you get a lot of guests over here?
A lot of friends. A whole lot of friends and family. So people I haven't connected with in years have come to see me here. And they end up spending a lot of time. So people just might come for a lunch or a dinner or a day and end up staying for days. So I also have spare clothes for people, by the way, in case if they want to stay overnight. At times, there are people who've stayed for 9 days.
It's a pleasant ride in terms of the visuals.
Yes.
But it's not the most smoothest ride, at least the last 20 or 25 odd kilometers?
So because you're in the Ghats, right? The roads are much, much, much better now as they were earlier. I keep telling people that there are 3 ways for me to get to Pune. So there's one transactional road, which is straight road, gets me to the national highway, and 20 kilometers and I'm in the city. There's another road which is 70% gorgeous and 30% city or transactional. And then there is a third road, which is the longest road, which passes very close to Lavasa from Panchret. It's actually 90%, 95% scenic. I cross 3 river bodies, three dams, 2 rivers. It's a delight. So I keep telling people that my way to work is extremely enjoyable. Your infra will take a little while, and I actually don't want the infra to improve because then there'll be too many jokers who'll come and settle here.
Job that you currently have, branding, strategy sort of professional, right? You can work from home, or you...
Actually, I've chosen to do so.
Okay.
And I made it. No, it's not the other way around. The job that I do requires me to be present as much as possible, but I have a simple arrangement. This is the life I choose. I'm not willing to compromise that for anything.
Do you think a lot of people can do the lifestyle that you are currently living?
I think it's more personal and not to do with work, to be honest, because most people are working from home, right? So it's not a question of whether your work will allow, but it's all this that you need to work on. Your resource crunch, your infra, planning your groceries, planning your lifestyle. Help is also not easy to come by. I certainly think that anybody who is at peace with himself or herself can definitely settle here.
Basically, you have moved from a concrete jungle to literally a jungle.
Literally.
So can we check that out? Come.
We've basically, because energy is a huge problem, right? So apart from the fact that I get to park my cars, all these sheds or gazebos also house my solar panels. So we've got a 5 kilowatt solar plant because electricity is scarce.
Regarding these cars, are the cars used quite a lot over here?
Yes. Because you are 70 kilometers away from city, the nearest market is 15 kilometers away. So you're doing a lot of running around, and roads right now are great. But oftentimes there are roads that get washed away. So then a small 4x4 so always helps.
How close is the nearest petrol pump?
15 kilometers.
So isn't that too inconvenient that, the basic necessities that must have been basic for you not so long back, they're so difficult to get?
Not really. You get used to this life. Essentially, if you just stock up, I travel to the city quite often, right? So when you travel to the city, pick up your supplies, and there are essentials that you'll need every week. So your milk and meat and eggs and bread, they normally just come. There are people who keep traveling up and down between the market and here. So if I go down, I'll help my neighbors. I'll ask my neighbors if I need to pick up some supplies. My neighbors do the same for me.
How bad is electricity over here?
So monsoons is the worst. So you barely have power for about 6 to 8 hours or 10 hours. There are days when you'll have electricity through the day, but in monsoons, it's terrible. We just had a power cut for 4 days. It took 4 days for power supply to come back. And the solar also eventually gives up because despite having such a reasonably decent plant, the sunlight is almost absent for 4 months. Come, I'll show you.
This will be what part of the house, property?
So I'll take you to a small little forest that I've built. Vishal, I suggest you take the umbrellas. This region is called the Cherrapunji of Maharashtra. It rains throughout. Okay. Come, I'll show you.
I basically come on a lucky day.
It's not raining as yet. Okay. Or isn't raining too heavily.
So this is where you grow all your stuff, huh?
Yes. So this is where I planted my haldi. Of course, this is the smallest of land parcels here where we planted our haldi. Right behind is the Miyawaki forest. Okay. With about 2,000 odd trees in 7,000 square feet. So you plant trees barely 2 feet away from each other.
Okay.
And these are all natives.
Okay.
So they support each other, the root system, and the trees grow at least 8 to 9x faster than they would otherwise.
How expensive is it to run this entire enterprise?
So one is that you need to have adequate staff. You can't be understaffed. If you're understaffed, then you're in trouble. Second, if you want to grow vegetables, frankly, buying vegetables from the market is cheaper than growing your own.
Oh, is it?
By the way, yes. Organic vegetables. But you're eating healthy at the end of the day. Plus, there is some or the other breakage that happens. Either your motor is gone or your electricity is conked off. So people say when you move to the farm, you can actually bring down your expenses. I don't think so. Or not so much.
How much do you spend per month to run this farmhouse?
Close to about 1.5 lakh per month. With my dogs. included. Basically, I have 3 of them. So I spend about 35-40 on their upkeep and maintenance and food.
Okay.
And you might want to open your umbrella.
Tell me, have you got newfound respect for farmers after
Of
doing
course.
farming? Did you do farming yourself,
Yes,
or you
yes.
just have staff?
No. I'm one of the laborers. It's just that I don't get paid for it. I have newfound respect for farmers. Earlier, when I moved to the farm, not moved, but when I bought the farm, I would think that people have to come at 9:30 to 5:30, 1 hour lunch break. But try putting in 3 hours of serious work on the farm and then taking a lunch break and then having the motivation to come back again on work. It's next to impossible. So
Tell me, what's the one big difference between a resident who lives in a village versus a resident who lives in a city?
So the villagers basically want to run to the city because they miss the infra, they miss the social infrastructure, they miss the entertainment. So the year that I moved, there was no electricity for 19 days in a row. So how do you live like that? Let's say you and I are blessed and we have a solar plant, we have the infra and the resources to do all of it. Most people won't be able to do that.
This has been a long walk down.
Yeah.
So tell me something. Probably I should have asked this question a lot sooner
Mhm.
in the conversation. Is this like a safe place? Like, do I need to be worried about snakes and...
Snakes actually don't come and trouble you unless you trouble them. We've encountered enough and more snakes on the property, but the idea is to let them be. It's only when you step on a snake, which can happen. So in the evenings, we turn on lights in such a way, or you carry torches. I mean, here we've got enough lights to cover the ground. And area where you live, you make sure that the area is clean. So there's not too many bushes where the snakes can hide.
So your house would be right on the top over there, right?
Somewhere in
walk
between.
somewhere down.
So we've come down about 40 meters.
And this would be?
This is the well. 40 feet deep well with 30 feet diameter. It holds about 11 lakh liters of water for me. So we also keep testing our water because this is the water we consume at home. So we've got a bore well. We've got a well. Also, we've got another bore for groundwater recharge. So I've built a 140 feet bore. All it does is recharge the aquifers.
How much have you spent on this entire thing, right? From the house, the farming, the land, this?
Actually, it all happened over the last 10, 11 years. So I may not have the accurate count, but with land, house, road, electricity, water, could be around 1.52 CR.
Which is the biggest expense among all of this?
The house. Everything else happened over a period of time. Like this road, we had to do it thrice. In fact, one of the most stupid things that I didn't want to basically put tar on it or cement on it. I said I'll let it be. Because the slope is quite a bit, twice my vehicle got stuck. So then I said, okay, let's do something called sole, where all you do is basically take stones and lay them in such a way that you'll be able to go. But even then, vehicle got stuck. Then we had to redo the soling and then do the tar. So a road that should have cost me about 2.5-3 lakhs ended up costing 12 lakhs.
You've done so many activities in the last 4 to 5 years after moving here, even after you acquired the land. If you had to do this entire exercise fully again, what's the one change you would do?
Actually, a lot. So one, of course, is the cost, and the second, the way you do it. You would do it, right? So whether it's the road, whether it's the plantation, I can now do this in less than a year. Build a house, build a well, get electricity, get water, do the road, do the landscaping, all of that can happen in a year.
A lot of times, when I hear people from cities who go to smaller towns or villages, they always say that there is a big culture clash.
Here, basically, the locals identify us outsiders as party-walas. And by party-wala, they mean people who come here to party. That's about it. Most farm owners do that. They just come here, play loud music, get drunk, create a scene, that kind of a thing. But I think it's more important when you come to live in a village, you become one with them. No? Our lifestyles may not be similar, but we can make similar choices, live peacefully.
Here, do you face a lot of issues with the mosquitoes and all?
Yeah. So gobar is also used for that. Dried gobar, if you burn it, one small piece will burn for about an hour. And the smell, of course, it takes you a little time getting used to it. But the smell keeps the mosquitoes away.
So Yogesh, just when you bought this land 10 years back, how are land prices like?
So around 5 lakh rupees per acre in 15-16.
Okay. today's land prices would be how much you reckon?
So
I'll basically open the 99 acre app for that. But what do you think would be the number?
So it's about 15 lakhs here, and in Vele it's about 150, 200 maybe approximately per square feet, which is about 2 lakh rupees per gunta and 70, 80 lakhs per acre. That's in more flat area where sugarcane farming is big.
Okay.
When you come up, essentially you come 850, 860 meters from the sea, and that's at about 720, 730 meters above the sea level, Vele as such.
And 10 years back, how much would the rates be in this sort of area?
About 5 lakhs per acre.
Okay. So it's gone up 3 times in the last 10 years.
Yes.
Would you say this has been a great investment?
So I don't consider this as a good or a bad investment. It's just a home. And I from that perspective, the fact that I moved here, my quality of life, the time that I get to spend with my friends and family, I think it's an amazing investment.
So Yogesh, in case if somebody had to make this journey that you have made, sort of a adventurous move, what are the things they should keep in mind?
Actually, you just need to be ready for anything that comes your way. You can't really plan everything. But the journey itself is very beautiful, I can tell you. And I would thoroughly encourage anybody and everybody who is searching for peace, happiness, and please buy a farm and move to a farm. It's not just about buying a farm, because you see a lot of people buying farms and they are their second homes where they go once in 6 months. Then that's a different game altogether.
Okay. Will you ever move back to the city, or now this is your final destination?
I don't think so. I'll ever move back to the city. Travel to work for city, which I do even now, right? I don't think living there permanently is even a thought that crosses my mind.
On that note, Yogesh, thank you for coming on The Habitat.
Thank you.
And lovely to be in this vast farmhouse of yours.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Time for the report card regarding the location. This location is known as the Cherrapunji of Maharashtra. This is a property nestled in nature, about 60 to 70 kilometers away from the main city in the Western Ghats. Affordability, average land prices in this area vary between 200 rupees to 700 rupees per square feet. On the lifestyle front, the place offers you a farm life. If you are someone who's been wanting to move from the city's fast-paced life to something slow, then this is it. But if you're planning to move here, you need to ensure that you're ready to grow your own food, have accounted for all basic necessities. On the connectivity front, this place is 60 to 70 kilometers away from the main city of Pune. Roads are well connected. There are major highways, primarily through state roads and local routes. There's a Pune Ring Road circular expressway in which the western section is scheduled to finish by May 2026. And the eastern section is targeted for completion by May 2028. That's designed to divert heavy vehicles and bypass city traffic. The overall verdict, at its core, this location is designed for someone who's ready to exit the city life. If you're thinking about buying a piece of land, you might have to move in after you settle everything down. The important factor to look at is sorting out basic necessities, water, transport, electricity. Once you have nailed all of this, you can think about moving permanently. This location will offer you a slow life, a disconnect from the city life. That's what we have for you on this episode of Habitat. Subscribe to NDTV Profit Originals for more.